What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very good update, more so for me, because I've been waiting 10 years for this to happen, or to finally have the funds to be able to do it. And it is upgrading my PC. My PC was about 10 years old, and a lot of games I was not able to play, and it was kind of a bummer because some of them were games that my friends bought me because they wanted me to play with them, and my computer just couldn't handle the game. It was just too rough on it. So I'm happy to say that after 10 years, 10 very patient years, I finally managed to be able to upgrade my PC. Let me tell you, this is an example of what Monster Hunter Wilds looked like to me on my old PC 80% of the time. This image right here, yeah, that's a monster. That's a monster right there. I had to ask my friend most of the time when we were playing together, like, what side of the monster am I on? Am I towards their face or towards their butt? Like, what am I breaking off here? Are we breaking off their tail or am I hitting its face? Because the game looked like that for me 80% of the time, I ended up like skipping most of the story, even though a lot of people are like, you didn't miss much. I'm sure I didn't, because the kid was really freaking annoying in that game. But these are just examples of what Monster Hunter Wilds looked like for me, again, 80% of the time when I was playing the game. It's funny because my friend compared my pictures to, I think they found an old PS1 picture of Hagrid, which I'll put on the screen. Compared to that, that's way better than what I was seeing in Monster Hunter Wilds, so let me tell you. So if you want to see what Monster Hunter Wilds looks like to me now, then stay tuned towards the end of the video, because I have a few things to talk about before we get to that point. I wish I could have taken a picture or written down what my old specs were, because as soon as I found out that my new PC was working, I kind of deleted all of the info that was listed on my Twitch. I have my specs on my Twitch, but I deleted all the old specs and replaced it with the new, so I don't remember what the old specs were, but just know it was from 10 years ago. My new specs I will post on the screen, and as far as I'm aware, that's like 2024 to 2025, like upgraded parts. The only thing that we reused that's like a Frankenstein part in my new PC is the cooling system. So that is still technically 10 years old, and it's still working perfectly fine. This is what my old PC looked like. My tower didn't have pretty lights, anything like that. It was just plain black. The only light that it had was like towards the back when you would turn it on. It was a little tiny white light to help you see where you were plugging in wires, but that was pretty much it. This is what my current PC looks like. I made sure to ask my brother to please make it full of rainbows, because I love rainbows. I'm like all into gothic stuff, but I also love rainbowy, pretty lights. So I'm like polar opposites, I guess. So my tower is both black, right, to fill that void, but it's also full of rainbows, which I really, really love. The fans are extremely quiet. My old fans weren't really that loud either, but considering how many fans are in this new build now, they're still pretty quiet. I did mention my brother earlier. He is the one who built my old PC. He's also the one that built my new PC. I think this was his 7th or 8th PC that he has built. But I feel really bad because it was a hassle for him to do the commute, since I do live pretty far from him, as well as the store where we went to go physically pick up the parts to do the build. So I'm including the costs of the commutes towards how much the new build cost. But you guys can choose to remove that from the total if you wish. I'm just including it because that's what we paid. In total, the new things that I got for my current PC is the PC itself, right? All of the parts in the PC, the tower as well, is totally new. The only thing that isn't, like I said, is the cooling system. I did also get a new main monitor. It is now I think it's a QOLED or something like that. I don't remember. I'll put a picture on the screen of what my main monitor is now. It looks very beautiful. My old monitor was perfectly fine, but it wasn't up to date either. So I was like, you know what? Might as well get one, especially with these freaking tariffs making the price of everything going up pretty soon anyways. I might as well get it now. My brother surprised me with a Stream Deck, which I was also saving up for. I think I had one on my wish list for a while. I was just kind of waiting for it to go on sale because they're kind of expensive, but he surprised me with a Stream Deck as a gift. Speaking of gifts, I was initially going to wait till around my birthday, which is July 2nd, to, get all the upgrades to have the PC built around that time. But because of the whole tariff situation, I unfortunately had to push myself to use some savings that I didn't want to just get everything now. Because at that point, around my birthday, I probably wouldn't have been able to get anything, to be honest. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of shot towards getting the monitor as well. The monitor was not planned. It was just like, you know what? You're right. These pinche tariffs, we should get monitors right now. Even my brother got a monitor too. Miscellaneous things, I guess, would be like wires, new wires to connect things, because some of the wires that I had before were a bit outdated. Like my Ethernet cord was outdated, apparently. I also got a desk mat, is that what they're called? That also has pretty rainbow lights. I don't currently have it in my hands, but it is supposed to arrive tomorrow. Speaking of desk mat, the other thing I got is a new desk. What I used to have is a large picnic folding table that you would like fold and take with you to the park or wherever the heck, but those are usually pretty big. I think it was 70 by 30 or 71 by 31. So it was a pretty huge table and very sturdy. But that was my desk, was just a white big picnic table. For the longest time, I've been wanting to get a standing desk, mainly because it's an investment towards your health. It's not healthy to be sitting down for 10 hours or more, or even just 3 hours, to be honest. So I was like, I really need the standing desk. That was also something I was going to wait to do towards my birthday, but I saw that it was on sale for, I think, $150 off. It was a hassle to build it on my own, but I was so proud once I saw it finally working.
It works, guys. It works. This is so cool.
So as I was building the table, my brother was working on building the PC in the kitchen. I was in the sala, aka the living room. My brother was in the kitchen. I do also want to mention that once we completed the build, it would not do the final reboot after Windows installed, and we couldn't figure out what it was. Mostly everything was replaced 2 times with new parts, with other parts during the process of my brother building it, and we just couldn't figure out what it is. All the hardware was fine, and we thought maybe it was a software issue, but everything that we tried to do wasn't working. So, unfortunately, I had to take it in to run a diagnostic test. Is that how you say it? Yes. So they did that. Obviously, the hardware came out fine, which we knew. We knew it was a software thing, so we tried to explain to him the situation. And the whole time I could not sleep because I need my PC. Okay, I use it on the daily for work and for fun. So they were working on my PC, I want to say for 2.5 days. And the annoying part is for a while they just stopped updating me. And I didn't find out until the next day that the motherfucker that was working on the PC left for the day. Like, you couldn't tell me, hey, I did what I could today. I'm leaving for the rest of the day. I'll finish tomorrow. While the whole time I'm over here like, damn, it's really taking them 5 hours to check the OS on the system. That's kind of concerning. Well, no, the whole time he just left for the day. So the tech finally got to figure out what the issue was. We did mention to him, like, maybe it was a BIOS issue. Like, it could be it had old BIOS and the BIOS itself had to be updated. So we're like, try that to see if it helps, because they got the same thing that we did and they were trying to figure out what else to do. So we told them, like, hey, we're thinking maybe it's also this. Try that. Let us know how it goes. I have a feeling that's what it was, because afterwards is when they're like, oh, it's working now. And I'm like, well, we probably could have done that ourselves. But I mean, we didn't know. We didn't know until they already had the PC and they were doing their thing. So yeah, that took about 2.5 days. They finally figured it out, and I got my PC after I want to say building it started on a Monday, and I didn't actually get it till Saturday night. So about a week I was without my PC. So I'm including those charges with the total for the new PC build. I'm guesstimating the taxes for all these parts. So you guys, I guess, do the math or guesstimate it as well. But the desk was about $340. Wires and accessories, that would be like the gaming mat and the stream deck, were about $215 to $230. Transportation costs and the price of the diagnostic testing was about $250 to $300. I'll just say $250. And then the actual PC itself, like all of the parts and components, the going back and forth with replacing parts for more expensive parts, all those charges were about $4,000. So all in all, a little under $5,000 for a lot of things that were upgraded that needed to be upgraded after 10 years. I don't think that's bad at all. Most people would probably spend that much for like a yearly upgrade if they upgrade their PC every year or every other year, if they want like the good shit, you know? But for me to do it after 10 years doesn't feel as expensive as I thought it was going to be. It is expensive if you're giving up that money like that you just got, but I've been trying to save for the longest time, and obviously like shit happens, you know? I will say my brother did help me out with, I want to say 40% of the costs, because he kind of saw it as like a few birthday gifts or Christmas gifts that he missed. So I was really appreciative, of course. I almost cried because, like I said, I've been needing an upgrade for the longest. If you guys have been here for a while, you know of the struggles that I go through when streaming, especially. So I'm excited on what games I can finally play, how they're going to look. Speaking of how they're going to look, I am going to dive into a list of games that were problematic for me in my old build, which I'll put on the screen. It's a mixture of a few games. Some games you wouldn't think would cause issues. And even I was like, what the hell? Of all games, this one is not working. So it better work on this build. There's no reason why it shouldn't. But if you guys want to see my reactions to updated graphics, especially on this beautiful OLED screen, and if the games function, I'm pretty sure they will, then keep watching. If you guys just wanted to hear about the computer stuff, then I guess I will see you guys in the next one. But those of you who are staying for the games, thank you. I will show a comparison from the Monster Hunter pictures. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a difference. Oh, one thing that I'm worried about though, since it's a new build, I'm pretty sure there's no game save files. So I might have to start from scratch with a lot of my games or all of my games, so that's gonna suck, but I guess we'll figure that out too. Well, this video might be longer than I thought. I will say the shaders are filling in way faster. These shaders are almost done. This used to take me 45 minutes to an hour, and this took between 5 to 10 minutes. Oh my god. This looks pretty. All right, so clearly this looks way better than what it did on my PC. Unfortunately, my freaking Xbox controller does not want to connect, like at all. It says it's connected, but
I heard from the others.
it's not working properly. It's very delayed with the, see, she's like at a wall right now. It's very delayed. I don't know why. Never had that issue on my old computer. It's specifically a Bluetooth one. It didn't come with wires or anything, so I don't know what the issue with that is. I am an Xbox controller player. Like, I play with my controller. I don't do keyboard. It's just annoying as hell to me, so that's one thing that I've noticed, unfortunately. But this looks really nice. Look at the palicos. Oh my god, I guess I can compare those to the ones I saw before, right? I wish I could zoom in. But everything is just so smooth here. I'm not gonna be able to fight a monster. Not with the frickin' keyboard. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like, but also see what it looks like. But also compare what Ama looked like based on the other photo. Wait, where's that lady? I don't know her name. She's like the general or something. Has a lot of armor on her. She was in one of the other pictures. I don't know if she's here. Is this her?
We got a sale on. Need anything?
Oh, no. I don't know what I pressed. Look at the glow in the lights, though. I would not have been able to see that on my old computer. Look at that flag. And everything runs so smooth. Oh god, look at this pelican. With that wig. The shininess in their wig, though. This is so pretty. Girl, what you catch? And I think this is on high. I'm just booting up the games at the settings that they just start off at. The only things I'm changing is like the FPS. Because now I can go higher than just 60 and all that stuff. She doesn't look all boxy anymore either. Very nice. Ooh, I can understand why people say that their computers sound like they're gonna explode, because these fans just started going into overdrive. They didn't do this when I was on Monster Hunter. Maybe it's just because of the shaders. It was because of shaders. My computer just went quiet. I can't hear anything in the game, though. Okay. Now I can hear it. Jesus. For a second, I thought my headset... Oh my god. Ugh. See, in this menu, everything would freaking lag. Let me check these options. What are we at here? Max FPS? Unrestricted. Blur off. I don't want that. Oh shit, look at this. It has everything on ultra. So my computer can handle it on ultra as I'm recording. If I'm streaming, it's probably a different story though. Look at the texture in my hair. Oh, you guys probably can't see it as good as I can because I'm on an OLED. But I could see like every fucking strand of her hair. Jesus Christ. Can I forgot how to play. Who's talking? Where am I? Hold on. I need to remember. Look at this. Bro, the fact that I could see. What is this person doing in the alley? What are y'all doing? Look at this car. Whoa. Hold on. How? Look how far it has things rendered. I would not be able to see this on my old computer. Jesus. Dude, look at my hair. Okay, let me unpause because I don't even know what we were doing. Play? Girl? Oh shit. I'm just amazed at the fact that I see all of her hair strands. I forgot how to play this game. Look at the muscles on my back. I want to see what our house looks like though. We're running. We're gunning it. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Don't mind me. Hold on. Let's take. Why can't I zoom out? Wow. Look at this. Oh man, I just can't believe how pretty it looks compared to my old setup. I almost want to cry. It's like 10 years, guys. 10 years. Is somebody. Oh, well, of course somebody's in here, right? How the fuck's the car gonna drive itself? No, Mom, and there are cars that drive themselves. But look at that background over there. What a this. This still, well, you know what? This doesn't look that bad. I mean, it doesn't look like how it does when you're creating the character, of course, but still. We'll wait till I get home to see it in better lighting. All right. Pause. I'm home. How do I zoom out? We still don't have good. You could see the glistening on my skin, and I did put the feature, I guess, of being just a little bit greasy because I am in IRL. You can kind of see it on her face. Just a little bit. This doesn't look that bad. But look at her hair. Look at all the strands. The details on the wall. The details here. Oh my god, look at the phone. The cracks and stuff on the wall. The details on this trophy. Look at this bear, bro. When I played the game on my old computer, well, these guys over here aren't that detailed, but I think they just put it that way. When I played it on my old computer, these little lights were very sharp and blocky. They weren't smooth like you see the little paw, how it has like the little round edgings, I guess, or the bear's ears are rounded off. In my old computer, these were very blocky. You couldn't even see the reflection the way you could see it here, actually. This is crazy. Look at the shine on this pot and the shine on these leaves, this plant, or all the plants in general, well, except this one over here. But like the detail in here, I don't know what's going on with the toilet paper thingy. If I move this way, it's fine. This looks so pretty. And then over here, it's a little different. Oh, my toilet is dirty. Oops. Oh my god. I'm trying to get a good view of this first aid kit. Hopefully you guys can see it, but it looks so detailed. Like I could see every little item. I could see the little crisscrosses on the bandages. I'm assuming that's bandages or the gauze. Is that what it's called? You can't see my mouse cursor, but I'm hovering over it where it says first aid kit. Like I can see the crisscrossy stuff on it and all the details. So crazy. What kind of books we got over here? Oh shit. Too close. Delight of France? Asia by night? I don't know what else it says. All right, well, here we kind of have better lighting. I'm super close to her face, though. You can almost see her nose hairs. Do my face. Oh, shit. Hold on. There you go. Look at the detail in the eyebrows. You can see, like, the little itty bits of hair when you get on the inside right here. Thank God I got no nose hairs. The black bits of hair back here. Because I have her with, like, black right here and the rest blue. Look at this freaking candle. This looks so pretty though. Oh my god, the reflection on this freaking clock on the glass. You see that? I'm so excited. I'm so excited to make more videos of this game. I wonder how it's going to look on stream, though. That's going to be a bit different. I'm in this mode because I'm going to switch games out. But this next game, I just got to the point of opening it, but it was a black screen. I heard something going on in the background about the game, but then it just kept force closing or crashing. So I don't know if it was my PC at the time or if it's the actual game, because it's not a graphics heavy game. And I think other people had similar issues with their PC too. So let's see if it works. I don't know why it's in windowed mode though. I'm gonna hit new game and see how it goes. This looks really nice. I think this is what I was hearing when I had a black screen, but it was choppy, the audio. But now I can see what's actually going on. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh, so cute. Oh, I thought they were gonna break through that glass. What? Well. Oh shit. Why is he trying to catch the pig though? Okay, well, like I said, this doesn't seem like a game that shouldn't have not run on my old PC, because it's not, I mean, it doesn't look like one of those graphics heavy games, but at least now I know. I guess it was my old PC. I don't know why. Makes no sense. I guess it's a very demanding game for whatever reason, but I never got to see any of that cutscene. It looks really nice though. Oh, is that our grandpa? My waist? Your waist? His name? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna play it right now because, like I said, I'm an Xbox controller player when it comes to my PC games, and I'm having issues with it. But this looks, look at the blues in here. This looks really nice. So believe it or not, Cult of the Lamb, of all games, would not run on my old computer. It was like super lagging. So I just could not play because it kept stuttering and lagging every little tiny step, and that's just an unplayable game at that point. Oh my god, this looks so pretty though. It looks so pretty. I'm not gonna really play it because controller is best. But I couldn't even walk. Like I said, every step, look how fast he walks. Every step that I would take in my old computer would stutter and lag. So like I said, it was unplayable. Oh my god, how do I pick this up? Oh, he's eating. Okay. Nom, 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 nom. Never mind. There's caca over here. That's disgusting. Clean it. Clean, clean. Everyone's happy. Look at them eating. This looks so pretty though. I'm glad I can finally run it. So I can... Oh, I wonder if I'm going to be able to stream it. That's the other thing. I gotta test all these games on stream as well. Because recording and gaming doesn't take as much as like streaming and gaming, you know? Look at these candles, the glow in them. So crispy. This is another game that was super laggy on my old build. And one that I couldn't unfortunately continue with a gameplay or a playthrough on my channel because it got to the point where it was too laggy. And I'm like, I don't want to upload something like this if it's too laggy, so I just stopped playing it. I think I just did one video on this game. Whoa. Look at these colors. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. Look at that freaking water. Everything looks super saturated. It's crazy because I have the OLED is my main monitor, and now my second monitor that used to be my main monitor, I believe it's a LCD, like an HD LCD. But the comparison of colors and the blacks, like on the OLED, the blacks are blackened. On the LCD, they're more grayish. Does that make sense? I'm just gonna walk around just a little bit.
Paradise. Gorgeous, huh?
It is. Actually, now that he mentions it, look at the glow in the water. This is so pretty. God. The reflection in the water is crazy. And there's like no lag in movement. It'd be super laggy on my old build. God. I can't get enough of these colors. I know this next game is super old, but I never got to finish it because as the years went by, my computer just couldn't handle it anymore, where I just couldn't really play it anymore. So I'm definitely going to check it out to see how it is on this rig. And of course, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to play it again, which I'm excited for because I never got to finish it. All my achievements from when I last played the game are popping up. This is not looking so promising, guys. It's been stuck on this for at least 5 minutes. But the issue is I don't see like anything downloading or doing anything other than this. Alright, Ghost Recon Wildlands is just not working. It might just be the application. There should be no reason why this old of a game cannot run on a very updated system. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Alright, well this one is looking promising. All of my achievements that I've gotten before are loading in. Connecting to Ubisoft. Maybe that's where the issue was. Last played a few months ago. I'm pretty sure it was a lot longer than a few months ago. Look, it's my character! This is bright. Oh, it's all smoky too. You see the dust coming off the floor? The hell? Do you see the pinche moscas and everything too? Look at the ground. The detail. It's so foggy out there. I got to turn like some of these settings down. The volumetric fog or whatever it's called. Because this is a lot. Just like looking at the floor and the rocks and stuff. Why are some of these rocks? Do you see that? Why are some of these rocks more detailed than others though? It's kind of funny. Well, I can't really get to anywhere else on foot. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why I'm here. And I don't really want to leave. So, but this looks amazing to me compared to what my old rig would make this look like. Look at this tree. Look at these leaves. It's crazy. It is a new day and I have quite a few more games to test out. So we're gonna start off with a cutesy looking one that, yes, also gave me issues. Already, it's running a lot smoother. When I would run, it would be really glitchy. Why is it so dark? Is it 5 in the morning or 5 at night? Let me see if I can go into town. Alright, I have made it into town. All the way running over here was smooth. There was no lag as I ran. But so far, so good. Like I said, when I would run and walk, just like Code to the Lamb, there would be a lag or a delay almost every step I would take. And I've been like running everywhere. No lag so far, so that's good. Now I can finally keep playing this game. And I'm also happy that the save file is here. Even though I didn't really play that far into the game, but still, it's kind of annoying when you have to start all over, especially if you put, I don't know, over 60 hours in a game. Okay, so this one is still in early access. It's still in development, so I guess I can expect glitches or stuff in this one. Unfortunately, my save file did not save. I had to do a new character, so I kind of just BS'd the character design just to get to it. But I guess we'll do a little bit of gameplay to jump down there to be able to look into stuff. So let me get to that point. Whoa. Look at the jellyfish. That's so cool. Whoa. Jesus. Tally-ho! Woo! Wee! Oh, this is a little hard to control with a keyboard. Am I supposed to go down there? How do I go down? Air brake? See? See. I thought that was fall damage, Jesus. Whoa, look at this. What is that? Woo! I almost forgot how to play because it's been so long. This caca? It is caca. Why did I collect it? I don't know if I want to fight anything right now because I'm not on controller. Just go up here. Whee! Oh shit. I was up there. Isn't that crazy? There's a little ledge that I fell from. But so far it is not... So far, that's gonna be fun to do. Whee! Whee! I'm cutting myself off, sorry. So far it has not lagged. Well, with me looking at the screen, it might be laggy on the recording, but me looking at the screen playing it, it has not lagged at all. And those are the issues that I would deal with this game. With most of the games that are on this list, to be honest. Either they were really laggy and choppy, or they just wouldn't load all the way. This is another game that gave me issues. This one, I mainly had issues with just constantly being disconnected and parts where the gameplay would freeze on me. I don't know if that was a server issue or my PC issue at the time, or both. And of course it didn't look as pretty as it can on my old rig, but on the new rig, I'm expecting it to look really nice. Okay, well, people are looking, oh my god, people are looking sexy as usual, Jesus. They got dogs in here now? What the heck? This one's got Santa Claus on him? That's new. Are they trying to make it like a Monster Hunter thing where we have palicos but here they have dogs? Just looking around like this, I don't know if it's gonna be laggy or pixely on the recording, but for me, this is very smooth. Alright, let's... I don't even remember if I'd be able to see the character's face that well in the old rig, to be honest. The hair doesn't look as detailed as I thought it would. Not like in Enzoy. Girl, is this Bunny? Hell yeah. How are you doing? Oh my god, the detail on this star, on this menu alone, is crazy compared to what it was before for me. Ma'am, you look beautiful. Oh my god, look at this person's backpack. At least I think that's a backpack. There's like a little person on the... It's so weird. Whoa. Alright, that was super fast. So this is Ghostwire Tokyo. This one, just like mainly all of my issues, super laggy. I also had issues streaming this game because of how much it required of my PC, which was kind of annoying because I do like this game. It's about ghosts, and they have like really weird looking creatures and stuff in here, and I find that very interesting. So But this alone, this action alone, pulling up the map it took, I want to say maybe a minute. Sometimes it wouldn't even do it. It would just get stuck and I'd have to force close it. But look how fast it is now. Bam! Super quick. Oh no. Oh, I did not want to do that. What up, cat? Look at the reflection on the floor. Look at the water on the floor. This is so detailed. It's like I'm getting new glasses for the first time and being able to see all this detail. Oh my god, doggy. Look at the doggy. I'm sorry, I don't know how to put the flashlight away. So cute. What's up, buddy? Are you gonna show me stuff? Oh shit, he found money. Thanks. It's raining. Whoa, look at that light. Oh, I think, that's the main quest. Head towards the pillar of light. I'm pretty close. Look at all this rain. That means there's probably one of those umbrella yokai close by. From what I remember. I cannot wait to keep playing this game later on. So by default, the graphics is set to automatic. I don't know what that means. But everything is put at medium, which is kind of odd for an old game. I'm pretty sure my computer can handle higher. So this is it on Ultra. It is an old game though, so obviously it's not gonna look the best. See the shininess on her skin. Can I zoom into my face? I don't even know if I want to actually. Her face don't look that nice. I wish I could look up. I'm trying to look up at the mountain on the left. For this being on Ultra, and also being a super old game, it doesn't look that bad. I just want to test out if there's going to be any lag or anything. Oh, look at the fire over here. I wish I could control... Sorry. Oh my god, look how pretty those colors are though. I wish I could control the camera with my mouse. This is really annoying that I have to use the wajda. I have to use A and D to look left and right. And for whatever reason, she doesn't just move left and right. She moves forward and backward with W and S. But I have to turn the camera first for them to start running left to right. Does that make sense? But yeah, this looks pretty decent. And it's on Ultra. This is as good as it's gonna get for it being a super old game. Oi. This cutesy game is another one that gave me issues. Not too much, but I did notice a lot of stuttering and lagging with movement, and I don't recall the characters moving that fast either, so I don't know if it's something with the game. Maybe it has to be optimized, or if it was my PC back in the day, but we're gonna check it out. I did want to mention, though, I have no idea at what settings the game has, because there's no option, so I don't know if it's like medium, high, ultra. I'm gonna just assume it's on high because it looks really crispy, so just wanted to let you guys know. All right, we finally have come to the ranch. This guy got stuck in my first playthrough. I don't know what's wrong with him, but I'm just gonna leave him alone. This looks really crispy though. I wish I can... Well, I'm flying. I wish I could zoom in, though. I feel like she looks really far away. There's no way to zoom in. I did make all the UI stuff a bit bigger, though. Oh, well. That's fine. How do I do things? Because I'm on keyboard. Ooh. Beat the shit out of this box. Can you guys see my mouse? Oh, you can. Okay. I feel like this game plays a lot better with keyboard and mouse than what it did with controller, mainly because of your inventory, to be honest, because it was a hassle to look at your inventory and pull things from your inventory. But with keyboard and mouse, you can just easily click into it. Here we are, guys. This is my property. Oh my god, there's a chicken in the house. Jesus. Well, I think I'm gonna stop here. I don't want to do too much to where it starts becoming a playthrough, because that's not what this video is about. But like I said earlier, I don't know what the default settings is for this one. I'm gonna assume it's at high. It does look a lot better than it did on my old PC. Everything looks more smooth and crispier, even though I have to start over because my save files did not pass over. I guess that's fine, because like I said, this is one of the games where I didn't play too much into it. So I'm perfectly fine starting over with this one, and I think I'm going to play with keyboard and mouse on this one, because now that I'm using keyboard and mouse, again, it feels more comfortable than it did when I used a controller, because there's certain things that just didn't work very well with the controller. I think this game was also built first to be for keyboard and mouse, and later on they added controller because people were asking for it. You can kind of tell when games do that. But I'm definitely going to keep playing this game now. It is not lagging when I walk or do that. Oh my god. This looks amazing. Granted, it's like the intro scene, but still. We doing? Whee! I forgot we can do that. I'm blind. Pretty colors. Ooh. Is this I don't remember this interesting, to be honest. Or maybe it was that crappy back in the day to me that I just don't remember. Well, colors. In my peripheral, I can see on my Streamlabs that it might look a little laggy. I promise it doesn't look like that in IRL. Yeah, this looks a little different than what it was before. Ooh. Like they're showing more in detail of different areas. But this was another game that I kind of just stopped playing because it just wasn't of good quality when I was trying to stream it. Let alone record. It's more like a streaming game for me, to be honest, but it just got to the point where it was, again, too laggy for me to be able to stream it, play it and stream it. And that's what the lowest settings that I could put it on. But there's like some games where you want at high settings to appreciate the beauty in it. This is one of those games. So I was a little annoyed, especially because my friend had a better computer when this game came out, and he was all telling me like, oh my god, this is gorgeous and blah 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 blah. Ooh. While I'm over here looking at crappy graphics. So I'm excited. Cool. I forgot what I picked. I'm pretty sure something with magic. I think magic and like a bow.
Throne and Liberty title screen. To start the game, please hold enter.
What the fuck? Yay, my character saved! Wow, the last time I played was 182 days ago. Everything looks crispy. Why? Why she gotta just look up at us? That was a little weird. My god, this looks way better than what I used to see. The detail in her freaking armor? You see the water on it? Her face looks a little... I don't want to say flat, but it looks like it's stickers. Does that make sense? Look at this guy's clothes. Look at his sword. Whoa, the glow in it.
Blessings shine bright upon us.
Stare at this lady. What up, lady? Okay, you know what? This must be new where every time you zoom in, your character just looks at you now, because I don't remember that being a thing. It's kind of creeping me out a little bit. The colors here are not as vibrant, but it is a gray and rainy day. It's still really pretty though to see all these pink trees. Ma'am, I think your lips are a bit smudged. Oh, I like your weapon though. This is me as a lion. Ooh, I'm flying! Oh shit. Man, even in this menu, like, look how detailed she is. Oh my god, of course they added so many things to the shop. Look how pretty this is. Oh, I can actually buy it. This is a staff? Wait, do I use a staff? Hold up. 2 days remaining. Wait, I'm pretty sure my main was a staff. Because it was unequipped for whatever reason. I think because I had the fishing rod. Whoa, look how glowy this looks. Look how glittery my boots look. Yes. Oh my god, it's giving off rainbows. That's so pretty. Alright, this game was one that, for whatever reason, my save files got corrupted or lost when I first got my Steam Deck, and I wanted to see what the game was going to look like on the Steam Deck. For whatever reason, when I booted it up on the Steam Deck, it didn't transfer the files over. You know what? I don't even know. Does this have cloud save? Maybe that's why it messed things up, to be honest. It does have cloud save, so I guess my files just got corrupted when I launched it on my Steam Deck over a year ago. And I had, I think, a little over 20 hours, if not exactly 20 hours into the game. So when that happened, I was like, fuck this. I don't want to play 20 hours of this again. But now I'm willing to get through that because I have a better rig. It's going to look a lot nicer. I have a better monitor. It's also going to look a lot nicer here. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to start from scratch with this one. Excuse me, sir. Can you
Take
move?
your belongings off my ship first.
Did I not? Look at the detail. Look at my clothes. Let's go inside. We're gonna dry off a bit, right? Look. You can so look at the glistening in the water there, but look at my hat. It's dry. It's dry as it can be. And then when I walk out, look at my hat. It's progressively getting wetter. And my jacket as well. Isn't that crazy? We're free to roam, and this looks disgusting. I like it. Look at the water. Look at the detail in the water. I don't remember if the water hurts me. Ugh. That's gross. What bit it? It looked like something bit it, right? Disgusting. Is this like a little platypus? Hello? Oh my god, you got like 10 fucking feet. Jesus. Alright, I want to try to find more gross things to look at to see if we can see the detail in them. Ew, there's the weird cat rat things. It's gross. I wish I could zoom into it. The fact that you can see the wetness in my clothes, it's just mind-blowing to me compared to what it looked like before. And this game, I think, is pretty old as well, so for it to look like this. They're also coming out with a second one, which is another reason why I'm like, you know what, let's just push ourselves to play the game again and finish it before the second one comes out, because I want to play the second one too. Why is there a car up there? This is the last game that I have on the list. This one I could not run at all when I got to the point of where I first got bombarded by all the creatures and stuff. It just crashed the game, or I would just stop moving. Everything would just stop. And I felt really bad because it's one of the games that one of my friends gifted to me because they wanted me to play with them, and I wanted to play too. It's just, it was a pricey game at the time for myself, so I just had it on my wish list whenever it goes on sale. But they were just like, you know what, it's out, here you go, let's play. But I was kind of sad because I couldn't play with them. So I'm really hoping that this new rig can work with this game, especially when all the monsters and stuff come out, because it's a lot of movement on the screen. It might look really bad on the recording. I don't know how Streamlabs is going to handle it. But let's dive in and see how it goes.
I should be picking these rotten sailors out of my fangs for weeks.
Whoa. Look
Situation
at
the mortar is becoming severe.
this.
Have you secured the virus bomb?
I will stress again, I am not on controller, so this might be really bad. But we're just gonna see how it is. I guess I don't need to replenish ammo. Can I go up here? Can I go here? No? I just want to get to the point where I get swarmed to see if it gets laggy, which I think it was over here where I started getting swarmed. Or just saw like a lot of creatures on the screen. Look at this. It's not doing it justice on Streamlabs versus the OLED. Oh, hello. Wait, how do I do things? Wait! Oh shit, I'm already doing things. Take that, biatch. Oh shit. Ugh. Ugh. See, even at this point, how'd I get so bloody all of a sudden? See, at this point, I could not. Ah! I could not get past this point, and this isn't even a lot of them. But there's no lag right now at all. This is amazing. Oh shit. Back up, homies. Shit. This looks so nice. Look how bloody I am. I'm so excited. I can finally play this game with my friend. They probably already beat it, but if they don't want to play with me, it's fine. Can I go in here? No. Sorry. The explorer in me just wants to look at everything. What I just did right here, it wasn't a lot that came at me, but it froze. It kept freezing the screen. They kept glitching out, and I just had to keep force closing it. Once it happened like 5 times at the same spot, I was like, I can't play it. I'm so sorry, I told my friend. Because, like I said, they got it for me as a gift for us to play together. But now I can finally play it! Let's just take a moment to appreciate these details. Is that a bomb? What's that? Is this a bomb? Can I touch it? Oh, okay. Well, how funny would it be if it was a bomb? And I just exploded. Well, that was fun testing my main problematic games from my old rig onto the new rig. I'm still curious on how they're all going to run when I'm streaming, because streaming takes up more effort for your computer than when you're recording. So we'll see how that goes later down the line. But as far as what each game ran at by default, I will put the list on the screen. Most of them were on high. The only one that was kind of like MIA was Ghost Recon Wildlands, because as you guys saw, it just would not load. And then there were a few, I think, that just didn't tell me at what settings the graphics were at. So I don't know if it was on high, if it was on ultra. I doubt it was on medium or low, but I just didn't know what setting was that. So I'm assuming it was on high because they looked pretty crispy. And then the only one that I kind of cheated on by changing the settings was Dragon Age Inquisition, because it had it at medium, but I felt like my computer should be able to handle it at a higher graphic setting, since one, it's an old game anyway, so it shouldn't be that heavy on the computer. And two, now I have a pretty strong computer, so I'm like, let me change it to ultra just to see. I was definitely blown away by the hair in Enzoi. Like, I could see every freaking strand, and I'm excited that I can finally play the Warhammer game with my friends. It did not freeze or lag at all when the little monsters came at me. I think there were 2 games that my save files did not load or transfer over, which is to be expected when you have a totally fresh new rig that has not been touched. I had to re-download all of my games on here, so I'm expecting some of them to not have save files on here, which is fine. It's like starting a whole new game for the very first time. And sometimes you can correct things that you didn't mean to do in your last save, so I'm okay with it. Plus, I can see what it's gonna look like on the new rig. If you guys liked the video, please give it a like, because it helps me out a lot. If you didn't, then dislike it. It still helps me either way. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!